Welcome to the Business Air International Pre-Owned Aircraft Market Update for July 2010. My name is Oliver Stone. Just a brief look here at how the market perceives older technology aircraft versus newer technology aircraft in the small cabin segment. Particularly, we chose the CJ3 here in white and the S2 here in yellow. This is a graph of the number of aircraft for sale between January 2008 and July of 2010. What should instantly grab you is how very different both of these graphs look. The CJ3s, as you can tell, between mid-09 and early 2010, sold quite a few units. In fact, it went from 35 down to 17 units. Since April, however, it's gone from 17 back to 30. The S2s, on the other hand, since 08 started at 18, they have gone up to about 35 airplanes for sale. They haven't really seen a great selling off. It's been a fairly linear progression as time's gone on. What we can tell here is when buyers came back in the market, they really focused on buying the newer technology aircraft. CJ3s are 5 years old and newer. The S2s, 20 to 25 years old. Both excellent aircraft. There's a difference in perception by the marketplace. So how does this supply affect pricing? Well, this is a graph of the pricing of these aircraft between the same time scale of January 2008 and July of 2010. They both look very similar, and on the whole, they are quite similar, except for one item, which is scale. The CJ3 drops from about 7.8 to 6.2 million, difference of 20%, whereas the S2 goes from about 2.5 down to about 1.5, the difference right around the 35 to 40% mark. What I find interesting here is the trends that are existing. The CJ3, during its sell-off, when 18 aircraft were removed from the market, started to find a bit of a bottom here, a bit of a trough developing, and even tried to have some price increases. Then another 15 airplanes came to the market, and the trend starts heading right back down again. The S2, somewhat similar, but a more marked dropping price or decline here in values, and supply really hasn't dropped off that much. There's still a lot of aircraft out there, meaning there's still going to be a lot of price decreases. So what does this mean for you out there who own and operate aircraft? Well, if you have a newer technology airplane, a CJ3 for example, and you want to sell it, keep a very keen eye on what's occurring right now and the number of aircraft for sale. That will have a huge impact upon the prices you realize. On the other hand, if you're a buyer, same item. If you see that supply start to increase, maybe you can afford to be a little more aggressive with your offers. If you have an older technology airplane like an S2 and you are trying to sell it, be very realistic about pricing. Get a hold of your advisors and your staff and understand exactly what's traded hands and at what sort of values. Information is key in that market. If you're a buyer, you can afford to throw your weight around quite a bit. For every buyer out there, there's a couple of sellers trying to do a deal. If we can help you buy or sell an airplane, feel free to give me a call. My name is Oliver Stone. See you next month.